Hello everyone, you are welcome to New Phase Entertainment where you will get reliable and authentic news that will keep you informed and entertained. I say a very big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe, and if you are yet to subscribe, please click the red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon for notifications so you will always get alerted anytime we publish latest news or any of our other uploads.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm so excited to have you here again. Now, let's take a look at this report. This report is really shocking, and I don't know why this is happening, but I think we all understand why this could be happening. The army ignores criticism, begins Operation Positive Identification. There are strong indications that the Nigerian army will not suspend Operation Positive Identification, which began nationwide on Friday yesterday, despite criticism from the National Assembly and socio-political groups including Afenifere and Pan-Niger Delta Forum. This came just as the Federal High Court in Lagos fixed Tuesday for the hearing of the suit filed by human rights activist Femi Falana challenging the legality of OPI, which requires citizens across the country to carry identity cards. An authoritative military source told one of our correspondents on Friday that the army had stated its position at the National Assembly and sorted out all the controversies. He said, Operation Positive Identification as stated, and there is no going back. The evaluation we made was that it would be conducted in the northwest and north central, not necessarily in the south. It was a very successful operation in the northeast, like we have maintained. There is no label on Boko Haram terrorists other than intelligence and this means of identifying people. The operation is premised on the fact that we were able to successfully uncover several Boko Haram hideouts and ammunition. You can imagine what kind of damage this would have done to the populace if that operation was not conducted to filter the population. So the operation has started and there is no going back. Another top military source said Nigerians have been told that there are foreigners sneaking into the country as headers to attack innocent communities, and the military has been called upon to fish out these foreign fighters. Unfortunately, there are outcries that the military will want to hit the polity and ask people for identification. This is a miscarriage of what the military did in the northeast. The operation in the northeast is going to be replicated in the northwest and north central, where we have issues of banditry and herdsmen assault due to infiltrations. Falana suit assigned to a judge. Meanwhile, Falana's suit before the Federal High Court in Lagos challenging the OPI has been assigned to a judge. Saturday Punch has learned. One of our correspondents learned that the case was assigned to Justice Riwon Aikawa on Friday. It was also learned that although the respondents to the case had yet to file their replies to the suit, the court has fixed November 5th for hearing. Falana on October 25th sued the Army, the Chief of Army Staff, and the Attorney General of the Federation, praying for an order stopping the planned OPI by the Army. Filed along with his suit marked FHCLCS 1939-2019 was an application seeking an interim injunction restraining the 3 defendants from going on with the plan pending the hearing of the substantive suit. According to Falana, the planned nationwide operation scheduled for November 1st to December 22nd, when Nigerians will be required to move about with means of identification, is unconstitutional, illegal, null, and void. He contended that going by Section 2171 of the Constitution, the President could only deploy the armed forces for the suppression of insurrection and acting in aid of civil authorities to restore law and order. Well, like I said earlier on, a few days ago, when the army dismissed the news about the OPI, that people should beware that this is a fake news. I remember telling you guys that it's only written fake, beware, and on that particular news they wrote fake. Okay, so they only told us to beware of the fake news, that they have the original news, and this is the original news. We can see that they still went ahead, even despite the fact that the army went to the National Assembly to defend their position, and they make it clear to the National Assembly that this is what they did in the northeast, and they want to extend it to other parts of the northern state. But this has not been the case, because it is going beyond the north. Because, okay, let me read this now, you will understand. Meanwhile, the army launched operation in some states as the military stepped up efforts to tackle insecurity across the country. In Taraba State, the army on Friday began Operation Ayem Akpatuma 2 to curb criminal activities in the state. In Abia State, the army began Atilogu Udo in Umuahia. Burutai said the exercise was targeted at mitigating the threat by criminals in the southeast. Meanwhile, there was no sign of any military operation in some states, including Katsina on Friday. So we can still that they've gone beyond even the north. They've now moved to the southeast, Abia State, where they staged another operation, which they said is Atilogu Ido in Umuahia. You can see, I don't understand. Is it that some people or some organizations are more than the law? This particular exercise has been sued. It has a court case, and they've denied it, completely denied. So sometimes I was telling people that you don't know what is really happening. We don't really know what is happening, in the sense that they've come out to deny, to the extent that someone captured the first news about it, that they want to spread it across the country, captured it on their Twitter handle, and later on, if you go to that particular date, which was September 25th, you will not find that particular post. Then I know some people will argue like that maybe that was forged, that particular post was forged, but this same person brought it out on that same thread where they posted the fake news. He brought it out to them open and clear, like, this is it, this is what you posted. Okay, are you denying this fact? And even the channels television also broadcasted that same news. So what are you talking about? Are you trying to deny? So I knew that the army had something fishy in the cupboard that they only wrote beware without explanation. If you go back to that particular video, you will see that I said the army only wrote beware, no other explanation. And the next explanation we will hear that the army did was to go to the National Assembly and told the National Assembly that they've done such operation before and it was successful. They've been able to raid some Boko Haram elements come infiltrating into the country and all that. So they just talked about the good side of the operation there, and that is the reason why they are planning to start it on Friday. And I don't know, they argued all that and they stated their point clearly without the National Assembly telling them to stop. And in spite of that, there is a court case that is being filed for hearing by November 5th, and that is on Tuesday. And they are not even ready to face. You know how the military does their own thing. They flout court rules, so it's no new thing to us. Like don't do this. The court said, yeah, there's a court order. Don't do this. They will just go ahead and do it because they've always have this mindset like we know the best. We know the best for the civilian. So some militants are coming into the country and we want to protect these people from it. So this is our way, and this is what our intelligence has told us, and we've used it in the past, so it can work, and you have nothing to say. No matter what the court say, no matter whoever, damn all consequences, they've already started. It has started. So what is going to happen now? They've started. The court, they will hear it will be heard on Tuesday. Probably it could be dismissed that the case has no merit, and before you know, they are all over the country in the name of protecting the country from criminals, from terrorists, from all that. I think when are we going to start giving credence and respect for the law? And the law itself, the judiciary, it's really so much corrupt, because for this alone that they went ahead to go and start the operation without listening to coming for the court hearing to defend themselves and to show proofs why they should do this, so that they can be checked. Because the whole essence of all this is so that they can be checked. Because if nobody is standing up to speak out, you will discover that they are going to arrest innocent people, they are going to kill innocent people, and if not, going to lead to some other serious crimes right here within the country. And for crying out loud, we are in a civilized society. That is what I suppose we are in, because if we follow by democracy, there will be no way that the military will just come on the street and start asking each citizen. We are citizens of this country. We, the people, we know ourselves. If there are people coming from foreigners infiltrating into the country, the people around know those people. They can report to the police, and if the police feel that they cannot handle it alone, then they can invite the paramilitary or the military to come and help them. So it doesn't have to go to that extent, like the military will now be on all our streets, parading our streets and trying to restrict our movement. Because when you see this military with guns and all that, in fact the economy, the whole atmosphere is tensed, and it seems like nothing really can really function well, because it will just be like as if it's a war zone, in the sense that everybody is somewhat afraid. You are secured, yes, quite all right, you are secured, but you know that this security it's not a kind of a security that you are free to move. I don't know if you get that. It's like somebody holding a big stick and say, don't go out, don't go out, don't go out, and shouting on you like, don't go out. There are criminals there. There are criminals. Say, don't go out. So you kind of feel so tensed that with their presence, It is not necessary. We have the police there. The police are more calmer. The police too, they have the intelligence. Nigerian police are really intelligent, in spite of the fact that they do some shady criminal stuff like harassing the people as well. So you can imagine, even if the Nigerian police harass the ordinary citizens, what is going to happen if the military infiltrate our streets? This is going to be real bloody, because we know that is how they will start. Oh, we are fighting Boko Haram, we are doing this. Before you know, they will, in fact, when they are already on every corners of the country, if they want to take possession of the country right there, they can do it under 5 minutes. So we don't need that. If it is an ex-military that is leading us, that is ruling us, that does not warrant anybody of such rank to now bring military into the country. It is unacceptable. Just as the lawyer, Mr. Femi Falana, has said, that this is unconstitutional. And it is, indeed, it is unconstitutional. Where would that freedom come? We have freedom to move, freedom of speech, freedom to go about where we want to go, so long as we are not infringing or we are armed to our fellow citizens. So why should it come? If you really want to fish out the bad eggs that are coming in, we ourselves, we know them. You just put your intelligence. If you say you have intelligence, why don't you put those intelligence here and there, and they give you the info, then you can really get these people. Not like you just pack everybody and I say, okay, every of you come here, all of you come here, then everybody will put everybody in the room. You know, say, oh yeah, start identifying yourself. Those that cannot identify themselves, you will term them as Boko Haram. Whereas the community knows themselves. We've been clamoring for community police. The community know themselves. Why don't you allow the community to do this stuff themselves? If the community need your help, then they can solicit for your help, and not you just come and imposing yourself on the citizen because you caught some people somewhere, so it means that they are everywhere. How do they get to everywhere in the first place? Because of the borders. So the borders, I don't know, I've not confirmed that. Allegedly, the borders in the north are open. And you are talking about coming to look for infiltrated foreigners. Why? Because allegedly the borders in the north are opened. So close the borders there too, and there is no need for you now coming around. You want to give yourself work. That's why you allow them to come in. Then when they now come in, you now say they've spread everywhere. So you now want, it is not a war zone. If you need war, there are countries that are fighting war. We can send you guys there, and you guys can earn your dollars or you earn your pounds over there. Okay? So please, let us have our peace. Let us have our freedom. We need it. We deserve it. It is our right. It is our constitutional right. It is our human right. Okay? So guys, I would like to hear your comment. Please do leave your comment in the comment section below. I would like to read some contrary comments, and some of them that may buttress what I've said, and any other one that may just be exactly or add to what I've just said. I would like to see a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you some other time. Bye-bye.